Guys, it's Ivy with Dynaflex. I am better known as your CS Queen and here to do just a really quick recap of our CS system before you take your quiz. So again, our CS system is a Class 2, Class 3 malocclusion corrector. This is used in the replacement of elastics, which a lot of our doctors have found have actually corrected malocclusion a lot quicker than elastics, which is great. So we are going to quickly go over the CS components, starting with, and don't you laugh, our CS spring. So these come in both a 7mm and 10mm spring. These are made of a closed NiTi-coil spring and will get anywhere from about a 1/2 to 3/4 millimeter movement every 4 weeks. The next component is made up of our pivot. So our doctors do have an option of choosing from 3 different pivots. The first one that we have is our traditional pivot. So if you look at it on the side, this is where this actually slides onto the arch wire. A lot of our doctors who have used our CS system will typically call this the CS2000 or the CS3. Nowadays, it's just known as the traditional pivot. This does come in an 018 and an 022 slot size. And with later trainings, I can teach you how you can actually have that pre-assembled on one arch wire to make time go a lot faster as far as chair side time goes. The next pivot we have is actually our self-ligating pivot. So this little nifty pivot is designed with a self-ligating pencil and a self-ligating door, which is really, really cool. So that will lift up. Obviously, it would normally stay. This is just a model. And then once you get it onto the arch wire, you would go ahead and clamp that onto the arch wire itself. The third option that we have is our newest twist and lock. This was introduced with our CS5, and I should have mentioned that the self-ligating was introduced with our CS4. So again, you'll have doctors calling this the CS4, and we know it as the self-ligating. With the introduction of the CS5, it is the twist and lock. Notice how it looks very similar to the traditional pivot until you turn it around. So what this does is allow you to set this on the arch wire parallel and then twist it to lock it in place. So that's how that works. We do have what's called the hybrid magnetic screw. Although my sample doesn't show it, all of your screws will have a Nylock coating on there that will actually prevent any type of slippage and or screws feeling like they've slipped or what have you. This will keep it in place. I think we pretty much designed that when Sikon was discontinued, so it keeps things in place. That's a good thing. The next thing we have is our magnetic Allen pencil, which comes with this nifty little charger. So when you do your lunch and learns, you do want to make sure that you remind your doctors to remove. I have been to lunch and learns where they have tried to twist with the charger on so they can remove that. This is your magnetic Allen pencil. The great thing about it being magnetic is that when you go to pick up your screw, obviously this is not how you would screw it in, but you can see that it's nice and magnetic. So hopefully you've got a good recap on that. You have the CS system that is a Class 2, Class 3 malocclusion corrector. You have the CS springs that come in both a 7mm and 10mm spring. You have 3 types of pivots. You have your traditional, your self-ligating, and your twist and lock. So good luck to you, and I hope you do great out there. Take care. Bye.